Last day of the 2013 NCAA Outdoor Championships presented by Northwestern Mutual. As we get ready, after we give you the team standings after 16 events, Kansas really in the catbird seat. 19-point advantage over Oregon, but they only have a 4x400 relay left to contest. LSU 2 points back of the Ducks. As we get ready now for the steeplechase, collegiate and meet record held by Colorado Jenny Behringer. That was Emma Coburn of Colorado, who is by far and away the class of the field. It's just now a matter of, is she just going to go for the win, or are the conditions right for a record run? And I'd say they are.
I don't think they could be any better, Dwight. The humidity is moderate, the wind is not that strong. You know, if you're going to go for a record, and I think she will. Who is she going after? Whose record? Why, Jenny Behringer Simpson, who she trained with for a year and a half, who was a star and NCAA champion and all kinds of good things. We could say a current world champion at 1,500 meters is Jenny Simpson now. But she had the benefit of training with her, and she holds the NCAA record of 9 minutes, 25 seconds plus for this event, the steeplechase. She's in the best shape of her life, and she's got a good clock on her head for this event. 28 hurdles, 7 water jumps, simulates steeplechase running, really cross-country running over in England. And the event had its roots way, way back during English cross-country. And they decided to put an event simulating that on the track.
Emma Coburn is a 2012 Olympian, 9th in the London final. And think about it, in order to get the school record in Colorado, she has to break the collegiate record and the meet record.
That's true. That's true. Wonderful story. She and her coaches, Heather Burrows and Mark Wetmore at Colorado, talked it over with her and said, why don't you redshirt the outdoor season of 2012, and from January on, go to school, and we will try and focus your training on selected races and make the U.S. Olympic team in the steeplechase. She said, okay, let's do it, and the dream came true. She was one of the top 3 runners. You got to be in the top 3. She had the Olympic A standard, meaning she ran fast enough. She makes it to the Olympics, makes it through the semis, and gets 9th place as a junior in college. A total wow.
So it is Emma Coburn well in front, and we expect that she will stay there from Weber State.
That is Amber
Henry is in second, and the race will be for second, of course.
And I think running up with her, and we're looking at a distance here, is Colleen Quigley from who ran so well in the heat.
From Florida State.
From Florida State, that is correct. That is who it is.
And Coburn has to do this all by herself. No pacing, no help whatsoever. And she just has to be focused. It's really almost like a time trial. And a very, very tough record that she is going after that was set at the NCAA meet. And Jenny Simpson's senior year, when she was Jenny Behringer.
Present the awards for the top 8
over the water jump. It's exceptionally good. Even better than in the trials the other day.
She is the second fastest collegiate time ever run, 9:28. I'm surprised the other ladies are staying as close to her as they are. But hats off to them. I have to believe that she's running close to 9:30 at least right now, Coburn. Let's see if she picks up the pace here. She came out of Crested Butte, Colorado, very lightly trained in high school. How about just 15 miles a week of running? Showed her talent, wound up going to the National High School Championships and taking second in the 2,000-meter steeplechase event. College offers came her way. She decided to stay in the state of Oregon and had little subtle benefit, I think, of actually training at Crested Butte in high school, Dwight, where the elevation is up at 9,000 feet. Very few towns are that high in America. And she actually came down in elevation. You actually increase your hemoglobin level by training at that red blood cells to compensate for the lack of oxygen that's in the air up at that height.
So Emma Coburn very much following the pattern set in front of her by Jenny Behringer Simpson. When she just graduated college, Jenny Behringer Simpson made the team in the steeplechase in Beijing. 5th in the final, setting the American record in that final. And she has run the steeplechase very, very sparingly since then. Currently the reigning world champion in the 1,500 meters. But Emma Coburn continuing to just move it along, knows what she has to run. And we will break away from this race for a couple of minutes and get you caught up on some field event action that has been happening on the field today. And By the way, in the steeplechase, Colorado has won 6 of the last 8 steeple competitions. There haven't been that many of them. It's a newer event in track and field on the women's side, having only been contested at the World Championship level starting in 2005, and the first Olympic steeplechase for women was in Beijing in 2008. Emma Coburn continuing to run by herself, just clicking off laps. Behind her, Amber Henry of Weber State and Colleen Quigley of Florida State.
Rachel Sorner from Cornell is back in 4th place. Quigley in 3rd, I think, is just marking her time, Dwight. You know, she's waiting and maybe confident that she can try and outkick Amber Henry for 2nd place. But it is right now coming up with a lap and a quarter to go for Emma Coburn. Been a solo run for her. Hard to do it alone. I've sometimes been asked, having run this event, how much do you train on this? Do you work on the water jump pit? Some schools don't have a water jump pit, but you can practice your hurdle techniques. And maybe one day a week during the outdoor season, you'll work part of the workout on your hurdling technique, trying to learn how to hurdle with either leg. About 5 or 6 steps. You learn to hurdle, you learn to know which leg you're going to be coming up to on that hurdle. Your body knows that. You translate it mechanically. And you learn to hurdle with either your left leg or your right leg. And it helps the smoothness of your race and to get your maximum time.
With a lap, less than a lap to go now, Emma Coburn needed a 65-second last lap. Remember, this is an inside the track water jump. I don't see the turnover there for a 65-second lap right now, but that's what it's going to take if she's going to break the school record, the NCAA meet record, and the collegiate record. The race for 2nd place getting pretty interesting. Now Colleen Quigley of Florida State has taken over 2nd place. Amber Henry in 3rd.
You know, she's really just cruising here. Quigley at the moment is running faster in 2nd place, making up a little ground. I'm not saying she's going to win, but it's going to be interesting to hear her comments to the press later today. Coburn's here. I thought she would have a bigger lead. Quigley's got something left, but no way is she going to catch her unless she has a problem with this hurdle. But Coburn negotiates it very smoothly.
Quigley is going to run a big lifetime best, but Coburn is going for the win. She's outside the record, but she does win and defend her title. And Colleen Quigley running a personal best of about 10 seconds. Amber Henry of Weber State in 3rd. So that turns out being a really, really good race for the sophomore from Florida State in 2nd place, but Emma Coburn all by herself. Her final race for the Buffaloes. So Emma Coburn has done it, and she will soon be running as a professional, maybe trying to make that World Championship team later this summer.